Okay, Glenn, you're up.
That would be me.
I always thought you were Irish.
Thank you, sir. Okay, as I was saying before, words. Words and music. Obviously, song lyrics speak to us, speak about things to us, and we're told, although I believe it, but I don't understand the mechanism that music speaks to us. Gregorian chant sort of mumbles unintelligibly. Beethoven speaks. A good headbanger guitar riff screams at us, but they all speak to us in one way or another. So this is a little bit of words and a little bit of music. Little boxes. Grandpa, he asks, is that punk rock? No, child, I reply, those are the Kinks. They were British invasion. Oh? Online it says they were proto-punk. Is that a joke? I reply, like nouveau retro rockabilly? He doesn't get it, nor do I. There's something cosmic and not so funny here, though I'm sure the gods are laughing. Where does it come from? This urge to segregate, classify, mystify. Blacks at that fountain, Jews at that part of the wall, Cubs versus Sox, and hey, isn't that side of the street in Canada? And just how the hell did Question Mark and the Mysterians beget Sid Vicious and the Velvet Underground? Nouveau retro rockabilly is a phrase that I actually saw once. I was working as a consulting programmer for the state down in Springfield. The winter there was a reward for having been in Clearwater, Florida during the Heat and Humidity Festival in the summer. Go figure. And there was a review of a group that had performed in Springfield, and the reviewer said that their music was nouveau retro rockabilly. Go figure. I've been known to say that poetry is magic, writing is magic, because we can reach out and touch people who haven't been born yet, if we're any good. We can reach out and touch people on the other side of the globe who we'll never see. And words and music are also capable of reaching into outer space, such as the golden record on the Voyager space probe. Interestingly enough, Alan Lomax, the American musicologist, was the one who prepared the musical sections of that track for Carl Sagan. Golden record, traditional arrangement. Her grandmother sat on the porch talking with Alan Lomax and singing old songs she'd heard as a child, while his wire recorder spun nearby. Not trusting in technology that much, she taught her own children the words. Daddy went to the city for a week once, spent a day of wonder in an art museum and an evening of awe at the symphony. Even went to see a Thornton Wilder play. He came back more certain than ever that his mother was right in her values. And now this descendant tells these stories to her children and the children she teaches each day, explaining the value and knowledge shared of everyday things that surround them, and ends with the trivia that Lomax helped Sagan teach music to the stars. So it's all kind of a blurred line. And I'm grateful for that. I had a professor in college who taught humanities and told us flat out at the beginning that we needed to understand genres and pick one, because being eclectic was being weak-minded. You know. Okay. Eine kleine Abendmusik. Spring has arrived and the windows are open, letting the neighbors' dogs, an ambulance, and travelers flying to somewhere come on in. In the basement, great-grandchildren exclaim at old board games and albums of family they've never met, who we now have to try to remember for them. The dishes are quiet again. She puts polka music on, convinces her daughter to dance between the island and the sink. Their husbands look up, say, "Hey, it's your deal," return to their team's latest loss. Shuffling feet, shuffling cards, interweaving conversations filled with easy silences. The fans cheer a homer, the clock ticks, and the band plays on. Back in the mid-'60s, when Lynn and I were dating before we got married, after an evening at the movies at a theater that is now a Hilton Hotel, we would stop for something to eat at a small local diner, which God knows what it is now. I don't even know if the building is still standing. But they had the obligatory jukebox on each of the tables. Lead diners still have their Wurlitzers. What good are old love songs when they can't tell you the truth about your heart pounding in your chest, wondering if the one will say, "Sure, I was afraid you'd never ask"? About holding hands in the moonlight, first goodnight hugs after first dates, and maybe, if you're both brave, a kiss to say, "Yeah, let's do this again." And what good are they when you wake at night if the words you remember don't make your smile dance? What good are new love songs when the truths they tell aren't new, but about that gaping hole in your heart that needs mending yesterday because tomorrow is too far away? And about the taste on your tongue that nothing else could chase away, because nothing tastes like memories of things kept in your dream chest. And what good are they when you wake to rejoice because the nightmare is over until you remember it's not? Do you dare believe you were or are the only one to wonder in those least expected moments at the pounding you hold in your heart, at the taste of lips met completely by accident? To marvel right on schedule with the sunrise, at the pounding one heart can survive because memories can bode well for today? Hear whatever love song fits your skin just right, and sing a love song for the moment that is all we have, and dance love's gentle two-step where it finds you, listening for the heart's drumbeat, the rhythm of life. I have a reputation at Waiting for the Bus, which is my favorite venue in Chicago, simply because I feel home there. And everybody's as crazy as I am and doesn't know when to shut up. I have a reputation there of being the guy who writes love songs and war poems and never telling his audience which is which. And that's one of them. Penultimately, a thing called Jazz Me. Start me deep with jungle rhythms, add sugar cane and soils containing languages we'll learn to soon discard. Give me baptism by fires in the darkest of the night, and then escape with me while our others follow missionary tracts and black motes noted on white sheets. We will fix on fusion. We will find the star stuff in each improvisation. I will riff your body with my fingers, bring forth emanations with my lips, while you pluck counter notes and melodies to see us off this stage, beyond percussive endings. Oh, deep in God. And ultimately, this is where I gotta take my glasses off because the print is real small. I became a poet because of Carl Sandburg in 1962 when he released Honey and Salt. I was a freshman in high school, and I would spend the days in the library during study hour instead of studying, and I stumbled on that book. And so a quote from Sandburg: "It could be, in the grace of God, I shall live to be 89, as did Hokusai. And speaking my farewell to earthly scenes, I might paraphrase him. If God had let me live 5 years longer, I might have been a writer. Thank you all very much.